Bulldoze the family home, knock down the suburbs, build as many high-rises as possible, and then rezone every single family home lot to be a fourplex or a sixplex. While you're at it, don't worry about infrastructure like sewer, electricity, hospitals, schools, police, parking, transportation. It's all magically going to deal with itself. Welcome to the provincial position on densification under the BC NDP, and this is closely mirrored by the federal Liberals, so you're seeing this across Canada. Well, here's the problem. There's a major outcry over projects like this, like what's happening in Vancouver right now with this Villages project. 17 neighborhoods where they want to apply a blanket rezoning. So areas where you'd have traditionally single-family homes, they want to rezone to be multi-family home residences, so you can have condos, townhomes, fourplexes, sixplexes, etc. Here's the problem. Basic common sense. If you have a neighborhood that has 2,000 people, now it has 6,000 people, maybe there's only one school. Well, that school is going to be overrun. That applies to your hospitals, it applies to parking, it applies to police, it applies across the board. Again, basic common sense. Now, we would expect this from the BC NDP, but I'm frustrated today because someone came out and condemned this from the Vancouver Villages project, rightfully so, pointing out the lack of infrastructure, and then they were chastised by the executive director for the Conservative Party of BC, Angelo Isidoro. Here's what we need to do. We need to stand back from projects like this and on provincial positions and ask this question. When we're looking at population growth, do we have the sufficient infrastructure so that the locals have access to sufficient services? Again, this is just basic common sense. Let me know what you think in the comments. Should we keep pushing for mass growth of densification without sufficient infrastructure, or should we slow down and focus on ensuring we have the right services in place?